Hello and welcome to our Autumn Budget 2017 review and its impact on businesses. The Chancellor opened his speech today by saying that the UK is on the brink of a technological revolution and that actually this budget is a budget for the future.
Absolutely. The Chancellor very clearly highlighted things like driverless cars and the potential that they'll have both for transport and UK PLC, and in fact a further 2.3 billion has been put forwards for research and development as well as R&D tax credits. So to ensure that we get the commitment and we get an uptake in electric vehicles increasing, he announced another £400 million for charging infrastructure, an additional £100 million for the plug-in vehicle grants, and also £40 million specifically for research and development, which I think is really good news for future technology. But what about now, Eddie?
In terms of electric vehicles and encouraging electric vehicles, the Chancellor has actually announced a number of measures designed primarily to increase taxation. The first one is actually applicable from April 2018. The VED rate that will apply to diesel vehicles that don't meet the Real Driving Emissions Standards 2, known as RDE2, will actually go up one band, so it will be more expensive to drive vehicles that don't meet RDE2. As you know, in terms of company car taxation, currently diesel vehicles attract a 3% surcharge. The Chancellor has actually increased that supplement to 4%, and that again will apply to all diesel cars that do not meet the RDE2 standard. Once diesel cars actually meet that standard, that supplement will actually fall away, which is a piece of good news, really. The intention behind all of these sort of tax increases is that the Chancellor is hoping to fund a £220 million fund that will be used for air quality implementation plans, working with businesses and individuals going forward. Another piece of really good news that came out of this is in relation to employers who actually provide electricity to employees who drive electric vehicles, in that there will not be a benefit in kind due on any electricity that's provided to employees to charge their vehicles in the workplace.
A further announcement, which I think is very positive, is that company car tax in the UK is going to be based on NEDC test cycles up until 2020. So where there's been uncertainty as to whether we're going to be taxed on NEDC or WLTP cycles, we now at least have certainty that up until 2020 it's going to be based on the NEDC CO2 figures. Again, we've seen fuel duty being frozen, so I think that's the 8th year now that it's been frozen, which is going to be really good news to the haulage industry, but obviously for all business users it's good to see that we're not seeing that increase coming on. So I think this really underlines it as a budget for the future, with plenty of encouragement there for future technologies and ultra-low emission vehicles.
Great news. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much for watching. We hope that you found today's segment useful. If you do have any questions at all in relation to anything you've heard today, or if you want to discuss further the impact of the budget on your fleet, then please do not hesitate to contact your Lex Autolease consultant, who'll be delighted to answer any queries you have. Thank you again for watching.